Hello my friends and welcome to episode 6 of our Football Manager 2022 save where we are building the nation of Scotland. Excuse me. If you are enjoying this series, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment down below if you're just not liking it. Hit the dislike button. I don't oppose that, just let me know why. It helps me improve as a content creator. The last episode was this disappointing 1-0 defeat to Turriff, who I repeatedly pronounced wrong in the last episode. I'm sure you all told me in the comments. I'm recording ahead as normal to make sure that I get plenty of content out and meet my upload schedule. Since then, however, things have improved. We played Keith in our next game, a 2-0 win. Aaron Whitehead and Josh Morris getting the goals there before we played Devonvale. A disappointing 3-1 loss. And usually I react quite strongly to these kind of matches, give a very negative team talk, but I actually praised the team after this game because I seen a lot of things in this game that I wanted to see. We'd adjusted tactics slightly from the first game, we'd adjusted tactics again from the second game, just little tweaks that I've spotted, things, trying to protect that very slow back line. As you see, that was our only clean sheet against Keith. But if we have a look at the stats, I think you could say we were very unlucky to lose this game. Never mind lose it 3-1. We were the away team, by the way. So I praised the team and just said, you know what, it's done well, trust the process and things will come. And against Fraserburgh, things did come. Took a bit of luck, we went 1-0 down before we equalised very, very quickly. We then went 2-1 up and we were in full control of this game at this point before they got an equaliser on the counter. It was a frustrating one to concede, but an 85th minute goal from Michael Mallon getting his brace gave us the victory and a vital 3 points against Fraserburgh. It was then a turn of Rufus and this was a disappointing one. We were in full control of this game. Even with 10 men, we were in full control of this game. That's how good we were. We went 1-0 up, they equalised. We then scored just after half time. They equalised off a kick-off. We then had Scott Jury sent off, which was frustrating. Scott Jury's one of our new signings. I'm going to go through all of them in a minute. Michael Mullen then scored, and then again from kick-off they scored. 2 goals conceded off of kick-off, just frustrating things. And it's little things like that that you just see and you go, these players, you know, they're limited. I'm asking them to do a lot compared to their limited ability. But the one thing that you can say that we do is we tire the other team out more than we tire ourselves out with the way we play, so that's good news. Then it was a time of Claudin, which I have absolutely butchered the pronunciation of, and I should be ashamed to be Scottish butchering that pronunciation, but we won 2-1. Liam Taylor scored for them after Josh Morris had scored, straight after again, and then Blair Docherty coming off the bench to give us a much needed 3 points. It was then the turn of Bucky Thistle. Now, I've said it in the past, red cards don't seem to change games too often this year. This red card changed the game, I am not going to lie. Bucky Thistle were on top in the first 20 minutes. We were dominating possession, but all the dangerous movement was going for them. Kevin Fraser then decided to 2-foot, I can't even remember who it was, but he 2-footed someone. It was a clear as day red card. Scott Jury scored from the resultant free kick, and from there we went strength to strength. We were 3-0 up through Josh Morris and Jamie Winter also scoring before Ewan Gurley got one back. We then brought on Niall Kemp for one of his first games. He got his first goal for the club, which is brilliant. He was my first signing, and it's been unlucky that Michael Mullen was available on loan, in truth, and he came on, he scored, he took his chance, and that's all we can ask. Today we are playing Loch Ness. We'll get into that in a minute, but that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is go into transfer history, and I suspect the last time that we showed you was Delmas. In fact, I know it was. So Blair Docherty came in, free transfer, former of Largs Thistle, a bit of right wing or rotation options. We are a bit weak on the left, but both Jack Whitaker and I can't remember his name, the guy that was already here, can both go into that left wing, so it's not a disaster. And you know, Blair Docherty could cover over there in emergency as well. We then signed Scott Jury, who's just a midfielder who's a bit more physically capable. He's actually declined physically since coming to the club, which is a bit disappointing, because he was the only physical midfielder we actually had that was of any decent quality. But you know, he's still there. He's done the job since coming in. 7.818 rating, 1 goal and 3 assists in 5 games previously at Dundonald Bluebell. Very glad to get Scott Jury. He was also a Rangers youth graduate before going to East 5 and Clyde, so you know he's played at a decent level. Ali Riddle comes on loan from Inverness, just another backup midfielder on free wages essentially. I've left 2 loan slots for January to, you know, bring in any players that become available in January, and I go, he would really make a difference to the team. Ali is going to be just a sort of backup rotation midfielder that can just do a job as and when needed. He's slightly better than what we already had, and you know, for free, I'm not going to complain. And then we got free transfer from Fraserburgh, Eddie Flynn. He was a backup goalkeeper there. He's a backup goalkeeper here. That allowed us to sell Josh Lumsden, who was quite honestly not good enough. So Flynn comes in as that new backup goalkeeper. So all that said, I'm very, very content. We do have an advert out for a head of youth development because we're allowed one, and I think it makes sense to have one if we can force youth intakes. You know, all it takes is 1 or 2 really good youth, decent youth players, and our team improves massively through the youth intake. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm looking after the team, making sure that we are trying to build it, because I'm actually really enjoying it here. The league table has us sitting in 5th, which is slightly above where we're expected to, I think. We'll have a look at the media prediction in a minute, but you know, 13 points. A couple of teams around us, Turriff and Bora Rangers, have a game in hand. They can all catch us. Bucky Thistle cannot. Season preview where we expected about 8, so yeah, slightly ahead of where we were expected to be, but as you can see, we're not expected to be anywhere close to Bora. Bora have every position in the league locked up. Yes, that's got Barber, by the way. He's ex-Queen of the South, isn't he? No, he's not. It was Queen's Park I was thinking of anyway, not Queen of the South. Let's get pitch side for this game against Loch Ness, and they are stunning, stunning kits. Here we go. Loch Ness it is. Blair Docherty is coming in for Jack Whittaker. Those two are very, very close in terms of the team sheet. So I've been kind of rotating them. It's the only position that I've had any rotation in. We've got Demas in goal, Waite, Fraser, Whitehead and Laver in the defensive positions. Jamie Winter in the deep line playmaker role. Last time out we were on YouTube, I played them the wrong way around. I normally have my deep line playmaker on the left, and my staff recommended I play him on the left, so I put him on the left. That's our box to box side. So he's playing on the right now as a deep line playmaker. Scott Judy is on the left as a box to box. Joe Gold has moved into the 10 with Blair Docherty on the right, Josh Morris on the left as the captain, and Michael Mullen up top. Overall, I'm fairly content with this team. The bench is good. You know, you've got Sloan on the bench, who's an absolute unreal player. I thought I was building the team around Sloan when we first came in. You now can't even get in the team. Granted, that's because Joe Gold is younger and very, very similar ability, and I just prefer his physicals essentially. There's not a whole lot into it. But one's 30, one's 19. I'm going to give it to the 30-year-old because you never know, he might improve that little bit and, you know, be able to go up with us. Winter with the free kick towards Morris. It balls down to Jury. Across for Frazier. Jury. Robbie Frazier. It's not Robbie. Don't know why I said Robbie. It's Rory. Rory Frazier. It's not far off Robbie in terms of pronunciation, but it's completely different in terms of spelling. Loch Ness have had a poor start to the season, so you know we are expected to win this game. They've got 1 point so far from their 7 games, which typically means, you know, in FM you go there and they get their first win of the season. But hopefully we can come out with a victory. We look like we're playing okay so far, just not maybe getting that end product that we need. Say end product, final ball by the looks of it, so we're not creating a huge amount of chances. Laver has to go down the wing there. That was a clear giving goal with the way Morris passed and ran. Mullen. Morris there again, he's in so much space and he's just getting ignored by the entire team. Beautiful ball there from, what's his name? It's offside. There's no VAR to overturn it here. I don't know if he was or not, to be fair. That's the 3rd or 4th goal we've had disallowed for offside, and this is the only time I've seen a replay. It's a clear offside, actually, to be fair. So no disputes there. But that's the only time of the 3 or 4 goals that we've had disallowed for offside, that's the only time I've seen a replay for it. And every single time I've went, that's not offside, is it? Which is why I questioned it straight away, because it's just one of those things that just sits in the back of your head and goes, you're being screwed again. 7 shots on target from 10. We're dominating possession at 64%. That's slightly lower than what we normally have. We're kind of 65 to 70%, which is absolutely crazy numbers. Jamie Winter with the free kick. It's decent. It's decent. It's just wide. Right, let's make some changes. We'll bring Sloan on for Gold. He's starting to tire. We'll bring on Kemp for Mullen as well. Kemp's not had a huge amount of game time. He scored in the last game off the bench. Let's see if he can do it again. It's not great dropping points away at Loch Ness here. It's really not great. We'll bring Jack Whittaker on for Morris. We'll put him on inside forward on attack. Sean with the corner. Whitehead, McBay saves. Oh my days. It's launched away. Whitehead, Rudy Frazier, Winter, Scott Jury. Probably should have brought him off, to be honest. Winter. Wait. Docherty. Sohn. Back to Sohn. Winter. Just great passing movement. This is how we are dominating games. I'm glad you guys get to see, as much as we've not scored from this game yet. Hopefully we do. But this is the kind of stuff I'm seeing every single game. This is why when we lost 3-1 to whoever it was we lost 3-1 to, you know, I went to the boys and went, do you know what? Trust it, because you keep doing this, we will win games. I was delighted with the performance and I felt we were robbed a little bit. But, you know, that's Football Manager, that's football, never mind Football Manager. Don't rob us again. Oh my days. How are we losing this game, guys? How are we not about 5-0 up already? Never mind losing it. How are we not at least 2 or 3 up? Absolutely insane. Jarrett to Cameron. You can see it's knocked the wind out the sails a bit. Lavert back to Demas. Rudy Frazier. Wait. Docherty. Find the pass, there we go. Jamie Winter. That's what he's good at, spreading that play. Jack Whittaker. Can he find the ball in? He can. He finds Scott Jury instead. He will find the ball in. Docherty. Blair Docherty might have just saved us a point. That is a deserved goal. I can't believe that we needed to score that as a goal. Or as a deserved goal, but it has been deserved. Just finds the space, Docherty there. Jury finds him. That's what Jury's pretty good at. You know, he just picks up little areas and little pockets that stretches the team, and then when people find the space, he finds them. Can we get one more and get a deserved victory here? Whittaker dodges the challenge. It goes in. It's Docherty. Docherty's keeping it alive. Jamie Winter's never getting to that. He's just... What you need Jamie Winter to do is just stand there and play passes. Kemp! It's disallowed. It's another good decision, but... Oh my days. I don't know how we didn't win that, guys. I really do not know how we didn't win that. I'm not going to be harsh on the boys here. I'm not going to be harsh on them. Just keep creating those chances, boys, because you keep creating them, goals will come. Is exactly what I'm going to say there. We've got the Scottish Cup first round against Coldstream up next. They're a few divisions below us. Should be an expected victory. They do have some good players though, so I'm not going to take that game too lightly. Next game we will come back for Bora Rangers or Brora Rangers. That is where we will get to test ourselves properly. The best team in the league by a distance. You know, they won the league last year, they won the league countless years before that, and the only reason why they've not gone up yet is because of the strength of the Lowland League in recent years. So we will come back for that game. It's a good little gap. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Much love. If you've enjoyed this episode, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll hopefully catch you all next time.